on Friday night.
Late arrivals at Eamon DC Park on Friday night will have rued their luck as Galway's winning goal arrived as early as the 3rd minute. Enda Curran showing his craft to get away from both Yadolahi and Byrne, and then his guile in steering one past Schlingermann at the far post. Just what the tribesmen would have wished for after back-to-back defeats against Derry and Bohemians. But their mood was soured somewhat. Just 20-odd minutes later, Sam Ogie receiving his marching orders following a poor back header and a coming together with Tiernan Mulvenna. On second viewing, there was very little contact between the pair, but Galway would have to battle on with 10. Drogheda were without the influential Darrell Kavanagh, but they had Sean Thornton, and he came within a whisker of an equaliser. With 2 wins from 2, the Drogs had confidence coming into this one. Jason Marks unlucky here after a superb spot from Byrne. Tommy Dunn had to readjust and hold off the goal scorer, reverting to a 4-4-1. It almost worked a treat, but for Schlingermann, he got a block here from Jake Kelly. A decent home crowd at the Dyke Road of over 1,300. But Drogheda, after a difficult season last year, have lofty ambitions and would have targeted something from this game. Stephen Maher almost provided it. Galway have worked a lot on defending against the set piece. Michael Scott's final effort for their visitors suggests they may need a bit of work in that department too.
Fantastic result, and considering the way the game panned out as regards of going down to 10 men early on in the game, so the character of the boys was unbelievable tonight, and you know, the resilience to keep that 1-0 lead, and we kept it right to the end.
They defended well, you have to give them credit, they defended well, and we just didn't have the quality to break them down tonight. We had a few chances, we had a good few chances near the end, and they obviously got a couple of little chances on the break, but you know, draw might have been a fair result in the end, but you can't start the game slowly and give any team a chance to go ahead and try and claw it back.
Yes, so Galway United back in the Premier Division, and they get their first win of the season. And Tony, what a goal to secure that 3 points.
Absolutely, great piece of individual skill by Enda Curran, Peter, and lovely to see as well. He struggled last year at Derry, you know, and didn't really get back in under Peter Hutton, a few injuries, but look at this, flicks it over the head, lovely Cruyff turn onto his left peg, bang, corner of the net. As good a goal as you see all weekend in any league across Europe. Fantastic strike.
Yeah, Brian, if they produce a few more like that, they'll get a few more fans through the turnstiles. There's a lovely bit of skill.
Well, they get decent crowds in Galway, and you know, you see the quality of the pitch there makes it easier for attacking players. The pitch is in fantastic nick. It's always a credit to ground staff in Galway, but they needed to get a win, Galway. I think they were a little bit fortunate in that Drogheda had a bit of a flu epidemic last week among the staff and some of the players. They were missing Michael Daly and Darrell Kavanagh, who was a major player for them. Darrell scored a winning goal against Brady, winning goal against Sligo, and he didn't make the team the other night. So that was, you know, they haven't got the biggest squads, rather, but big win for Galway.
Big win for Galway, and maybe a little bit surprising that Drogheda didn't get back at them, considering Galway went down to 10 men so easily. On the night, a lot of people thought this sending off was harsh, and you've done a little bit of analysis on this, Tony.
Yeah, so I mean, Ogie clearly heads it back, and he's not comfortable with the strength on his header. He's a bit worried Conor Gleeson's not going to get to it. So I still thought, looking at it first time around, it was a harsh decision. Look at it here, look at Mulvenna slowing it down. Here's where he should bend his run. He doesn't. He still cuts straight across Ogie, tries to draw the foul, cons the referee into a decision.
Should be going
there,
after the ball.
Should be going after the ball.
And he continues his run across the centre half. Sam Ogie, it was very little contact. I think Graham Kelly got that one wrong. But, you know, brilliant performance by Galway to survive for that length of time and hang on to the 1-0 win, but a very harsh one. I hope he isn't suspended on the back of that decision.
No, maybe it'll just be the one game ban, because it certainly wasn't violent conduct.
He doesn't deserve one game. It wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. The goalkeeper had the ball in his hands, Peter.
The referee, he's not going to change his decision now, that's for sure.
Yeah, but somebody else can make a decision about the suspensions, and they should make a sensible decision.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that one. We'll keep our eye closely on it. Now, we've got to move on, because most of our international players are back on home soil at the moment, readying themselves for Sunday's big game, and the under-21s who played Thursday in Waterford are also here. But let's join